Have you ever created a digital product that you could not figure out how to get it to sell? And you felt discouraged because you know that the digital product is good. You know you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that digital product, and you cannot quite figure out why nobody is investing in your product when it can change their lives. Well, I know exactly how you feel. In 2019, I created my digital product. I published it in 2021, and I did not make any money from it. Not until 2024 last year, when I started to implement my strategy and I started to take digital marketing and digital products seriously and really got connected with the people that I needed to connect with to help me move the needle in my business, did I start making all of the money that I've been making in the past year. And it has completely been blowing my mind. So in this video, I'm going to give you my strategy. I'm going to tell you exactly what I have been doing, what you might be doing wrong, and how you can kind of just pivot and, maybe rethink your strategy. By the end of this video, you are going to feel more confident in your ability to start making sales. If you are new here, hey, my name is Trey, and on this channel, we talk about all things how to get to your first sale and how to scale from your first sale to consistent sales. That's it. That's all we talk about, how to get to this money. So if that's what you are interested in, you definitely want to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Get comfortable because we got a lot to cover. If you are one of my ride or dies and you've been here for a minute supporting me, I appreciate you so much for coming back and continuously engaging with my channel. I know that if you keep coming back, you keep finding value. So I'm glad that you are finding value in my content. Let's get into the video. So as a creator, it is almost impossible not to create. When you are not creating, at least for me, when I am not creating, I feel like there is something missing in my life. And sometimes I can't even figure it out, as to why I feel the way that I feel. And then I think about it and I'm like, I'm not creating. So what that does is that puts us in a space where we are constantly creating new things, right? So for us that are in the digital space, we always have ideas on new digital products to come up with. And because the last digital product probably did not sell, we start to feel like, okay, well, maybe I can create a different digital product and that one will sell. But guess what? It's going to be the exact same thing because everywhere you go, there you are. It's not the digital product. If you're in a space where you are trying to decide, well, should I create a new digital product or should I continue trying to push the digital product that I've already created? I would say just take a step back from the digital product altogether. Let's really take a big picture look at what's going on here because it's not the digital product that is stunting your growth in your digital business. It's more than likely because you don't have a strategy in place. Your funnels are probably not in place. Your automations are probably not in place. Your copy is probably not hitting the way that your target person needs to hear it. And so there are other things that you probably need to consider before even thinking about the digital products, right? So the first thing that I want you to ask yourself is, well, do I have a community of people that need what it is that my digital product offers? Right. And if the answer is no, well, that's the first problem, right? The first problem is that you have not cultivated a community of people that trust you and that trust that you have the answers to their problems, right? The digital products don't sell. It's the solution that the digital products offer that actually makes the sale, right? And so if you don't have people that have that problem, then you're not going to have anybody to buy. So how do you get people to know, like, and trust you? How do you get people to look at you as the authority figure in that subject? And how do you get people to see, like, this person knows exactly how I feel and how and what I need to do to get to where they are? Well, I want you to take a look at yourself, right? I want you to think of it from the perspective of I need to go out there and give the information that I didn't have to the version of me that didn't have that information. Let me say that again. I need to go out there and give the information that I didn't have to the version of me that did not have that information. Okay. So you are not approaching this as a selling mechanism, right? You don't want to just make the sale. No, let's stop thinking about making the sale and really start looking at this from I need to go out there and get that version of me that wish that they were here and give them what they need to get here. Okay. So that's why I say it's important. It is so important. If nothing else is important, this is important for you to fully understand what you have solved for yourself, how you have gotten yourself out of the situation that you were trying to help somebody else get out of. I don't want you to come on this here internet and try to convince anybody to buy anything from you. I don't want you to have to persuade anybody in believing that you are the answer to their problem. We don't do that around here. We don't sell, we don't persuade, we don't convince. That is not my strategy. I'm not in the selling business. I am not here to sell you absolutely anything, and you are not there to sell your target person absolutely anything. The first thing I want you to ask yourself is, well, have I solved this problem for myself? And not have I been through this problem before? Like, have I had this problem in my life before? No, the question is, have I solved it before? And am I a living, breathing, walking, talking representation of what it looks like for that problem to be solved? Okay. You need to be the example of what it looks like to follow your steps, what it looks like to work with your digital product, what it looks like to do the things that you are communicating to your target person on what to do. That is how you get your target person to say, you know what, this person completely understands where I am. And they will look at you as, I need to follow this person's strategy so that I can get to where they are. I don't care what the niche or the topic is, whether it is cooking, cleaning, truck driving, uh, crocheting, dog walking, whatever it is, you need to be what it looks like to have solved that thing for yourself. Okay. That is what is going to connect you to your target person. It's the connection that allows your target person to go into their pockets or their wallets, pull out their card and say, you know what? I need what it is that this person has. Not the digital product, but the fact that the person can relate to you, they can connect with you, they know that you understand exactly where they are because you've been there and you have gotten through that exact same situation. So talk about the transformation, talk about the experience, talk about the things that you felt, the things that you went through, right? What is it that you wish that you knew? What is information that you wish that you had? That is what's going to connect you to your target person. Let's improve your messaging. How do you get people to connect with you on a more personal, more relatable level? First thing I want you to do is I want you to think about, what questions did you have when you were going through that thing? What information did you wish you had that could have gotten you to the solution a lot quicker? Okay. If you cannot think of any questions, if you cannot think of anything, if nothing comes to your mind, I want you to get on ChatGPT. Okay, you guys know that ChatGPT is bay around here. Get on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to tell you, what are the questions that your target person is having? What goes through their mind? What are they feeling? Because in order for you to gain clarity or to have clarity in your messaging, you have to understand the pain points of the person that is on the other end of your content, whether it's video content, audio content, written content. Either way, you have to be able to connect with your target person on a different level, right? And so I want you to ask ChatGPT, what is my target person even wanting to know from me? If you are in the Mobile Money Academy, you have access to your starting from scratch module. I want you to use the ChatGPT prompt that is in there. When you use that ChatGPT prompt, it is structured to be able to tell you exactly who you were talking to, the pain points that they're having, the thoughts that keep them up late at night, the questions that they have, and you're going to be able to deliver your message so much more clearly. The person on the other end is going to say, how did this person even know what I was thinking? I kid you not. The majority of my mentees in my community say to me, how did you know what I was thinking? What made me invest in your offer is because I felt like you understood me. You understood where I am. And that's what you want your target person to feel. Right now, as you watch this video, there is someone out there that is actively looking for the answer to the problem that you have already solved for yourself, right? And so I need you to switch your mindset, right? Switch your mindset from no one's going to buy this. I don't know if this is for me. Can I do this? Whatever it is that your limiting beliefs are trying to convince you of, I want you to understand that there is somebody right now out there looking for exactly what it is that you have. If you don't believe me, I want you to do an experiment. I want you to think of something, anything crazy, random, how to tie your shoe, how to walk, right? How to swim, how to make rice, right? Anything that you can think of, I want you to put it in the search bar in YouTube or put it in the search bar in any social media platform that is a search engine, and you will find content about it. Why? Because people are looking for answers. It's the answers that people want, it's the transformation that people want. People don't buy into digital products, people buy into people, and people buy transformations. And so, as long as you have solved that problem for yourself, rest assured that there are people out there that are just waiting for you to show up. And the longer you take to show up, guess what those people are going to do? They're going to go and find someone that has shown up, and they're going to give their money to them. And I don't want that. I want you to have the money. Okay. That money is your money. All right. So I want you to get clear on your offer, really identify the pain points, the thought processes, who you are talking to, and make your messaging clearer, right? You probably don't have any clarity in your messaging. So your people are confused. If you take a look at your social platforms, is it all over the place? Does it have focus? If I go to your social platform, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok or wherever, am I going to know exactly what I'm coming to your page for? Right? Is it very clear the solution that you have? Right? You need clarity. Clarity is the name of the game. If it's not crystal clear and there's any type of confusion, your target person is going to be confused, and confused buyers don't buy. If you have been doing this by yourself and you're starting to feel overwhelmed, you don't have a community of people that is supporting you, rallying behind you, you don't have a place where you can ask your questions, you don't have anybody that you can seek guidance, I would love to invite you to my Mobile Money Academy. If you click the link down in the description box below, you can join us and you can start meeting with us every first and fourth Thursday of the month. I want you to have the support that you need, okay? Because sometimes entrepreneurship can be very lonely. And because of how lonely it is, a lot of people silently quit because they don't have anybody to rely on, anybody to support them in their journey, right? And so if you want somebody that is going to hold your hand throughout the entire process, I want you to click the link down in the description box below. Let's get started. I meet with my community this Thursday, and I hope to see you there. One of the things that changed the game for me was building a community of people that are specifically coming to me for a specific thing. That changed the game for me because I wasn't shooting in the dark. I wasn't yelling into the void. I wasn't throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it would stick. I knew that anybody that came to my platform came because they needed the solution that I had, right? And so I want you to validate your offer, right? I want you to validate your offer by creating a wait list. Create a wait list for those that are interested in what it is that you have to offer. Okay. And then you'll know right off the bat which leads are warm and which leads are hot, right? Which people are just watching for the sake of getting information, or which people are action takers and ready to take action, right? That's how you differentiate who's there for what, right? And when you see people start signing up to your wait list, that's going to give you that feeling of people want what it is that I have, right? And so when you launch your digital product, those people are already waiting for you to drop that digital product. So there's no guessing, right? But in order for you to have people to sign up to that wait list, you have to give them information to make them want to sign up to the wait list, right? So I also want you to pay attention to things like the comments, the messages that you are getting. what videos, what podcasts, what newsletter articles are people engaging with the most. That's information, because that tells you more of what your target person needs from you. A lot of the times we like to just create things that we want to create and not what our target person needs from us. And the only way that you get the information of what your target person needs from you is if you create an environment where you can get that information. So that's it for me, guys. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that you were able to take tidbits away from this video that you can go and implement in your strategy right now. All of the resources that you need, everything that I've used, everything that all of my community members are using is down in my description box below. I look forward to hearing your comments, your questions. If you are wanting to get inside of the community, the blueprint is completely sold out right now, but we do have Click Post Profit and I think some other stuff. So just click the link down in the description box below. Choose what's best for you. Regardless of what you choose, I want you to know that this is absolutely 1000% possible for you. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. You just don't have the right strategy right now. You're not surrounded by the right people. You just don't have the information that you need. Just like I didn't have the information that I needed for 3 years. But I don't take this as a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. So the fact that you came across this video is not a coincidence. All right. So I hope to see you inside of the community. And if not, I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.